All right, so the next one we're going to go ahead and look at, is going to be our next special right triangle, which is 30, 60, 90. So this one's a little bit harder to memorize because each side is a different length or formula. So, and also it's important to know, again, the correlation between the angle measurements and the side across from it, because not every triangle is going to be drawn where 30 is at the top, right? 30 and 60 could be switched here, or the triangle could even be rotated a little bit. So across from 30 is x, across from the hypotenuse is 2x, and across from 60 is x square root of 3. So let's go ahead and try to apply that to some problems. So just for reference, let's go ahead and rewrite that. We have x, 2x, and x square root of 3. This is 30, this is 60, and 90 there. I'm going to start with the side that's given to me. So the side that's given to me is going to be 7. Now again, like I did the last example, I was saying how it's important how you label your variables. So you'll notice that this question has an x that they're wanting you to solve for. So I'm going to go ahead and change my variable over here. Oops, I can't even use y, huh? Let me use a. So I'm going to change my x's to a's, just so I don't get confused, because labeling is very important as we start to incorporate more variables. So I'm going to start with what's given, and I know across from 30 is going to be 7, and across from 30 here is going to be a. Okay? Across from 60 for our equation is going to be a square root of 3. Well, we just said that a is 7, so y is actually going to equal 7 square root of 3 when I plug in a, right? Across from 90 degrees is going to be the equation 2a. And again, a is 7, so 2 times 7 is going to be 14. So x equals 14 and y equals 7 square root of 3. Okay, let's try another one. Using the same exact layout here, we have a square root of 3, and 2a. a square root of 3, and 2a, where this is 60 and this is 30, and we have a 90-degree angle in there. So as you can see, this triangle is flipped a little bit, so we just got to be careful and consider when I'm looking at this equation here that I'm turning it, right? So again, let's start with what's given. This is the only side that's given that happens to be across from the 60-degree angle. So across from the 60-degree angle is a square root of 3. Well, I can just tell by comparison, right? If you want to set up an equation, you can, but honestly, like I can tell just by looking at this that the pattern is going to be where a is 8, right? If you really need an equation, you could divide by square root of 3 on both sides, and I'm still going to get a is 8. Okay? Do not write a equals 8 as an answer to missing sides. That's not what they want. The a is a variable that I created to be able to use the formula or the equations given for this special right triangle. A is not part of the solution, but it helps me in finding the answers. So let me go ahead and find x. X is across from 30 degrees. So across from 30 degrees is simply just a. So a is 8, therefore x is 8. Next up, I have y. Y is across from the 90-degree angle. So looking at my equation, across from the 90-degree angle is 2a. And just recall again that a is 8. So y equals 2 times 8. Therefore, y equals 16. And now I've solved for both sides of a special right triangle. So again, when you're doing these problems, you just want to go ahead and make sure that you start with the piece that's given to you and set it equal to that side of the triangle. And then you can find all of the missing sides from there. Your homework is 13.3, numbers 1 through 16. And don't forget to use your collaboration board. Have a good day.